Hey y'all, Life in China with Patrick, where we bridge the gap between China and the West, fighting the warmongering politicians and pundits who seek to destroy life as we know it. Those irresponsible tweeting twit heads. All right, before we get started, let's do a little house cleaning. My visit to a local church will happen this week sometime, and I promise. Weather and last-minute voiceover projects have kept me busy the past 2 weeks. Last, if you enjoy our content, and I humbly ask and would appreciate a small or maybe even a massive donation to our cause, as it does take a lot of time to edit these videos and the audio. You can click on the PayPal link below to donate.
Oh, now, come on. That's just real professional asking for money right at the get-go. Might as well start a GoFundMe account raising money for wet-abandoned CCCP puppies and cats. Is the CCP not giving you enough money nowadays?
Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite China hater, Billy Joe Jim Bob, calling in from his undisclosed location in his mother's basement.
You didn't answer my question. Is the CCP not giving you money anymore?
No, they never gave me money. But if you can provide a link to the CPC government website on how to be a shill, I'll be happy to check it out. Daddy's tired of being a nonprofit, a 403B, so let's bump that up to a corporate plan, huh? What do you think?
Yeah, whatever. You definitely ate the red pill. I bet all you see is red. Red hot peppers for your communist hot pot, red communist bikini underwear. I bet you bleed red.
Everyone's blood is red?
Nuh-uh. Mine's red, white, and blue, and tastes like apple pie.
Let's do this. Let's get started with a quote from Mark Twain. Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime. Again, that's Mark Twain. I really like that quote.
It's okay. I like my prejudice, my bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. It keeps me grounded. I can't travel anyways, as I'm drowning in my own self-induced debt to keep up the rich facade going on in my life. I'm still paying off book loans from college. Those things are darn expensive.
You actually graduated from college?
Ha ha.
I tell you what, why don't you come visit me here in China?
Didn't you hear what I just said? I ain't got no money. I just got to pay off the 80-inch Samsung TV I got hanging in my double-wide trailer. Come to think of it, I think it's worth more than my trailer house.
Look, I'll pay for your trip. I'll pay for your hotel, your airfare, and food.
Why on God's green earth would I come to China? Haven't you heard what they do to foreigners there?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
I heard it from my contact, my top secret contact in China, who I will not disclose. He says they strip search you at the airport for any anti-China brochures. Then, when you check into the hotel and you get all comfy in your slippers and your robe and you go down to the bar for a beer, they have these pretty women befriend you. Then spike your drink, take you back to your room, steal all your organs like your kidneys, your liver, your heart, your eyeballs. I even heard even your fingernails. You wake up in a bathtub packed with ice looking like Frankenstein.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard you say. If they steal your heart, you're not going to be awake. You'll be dead.
My contact says they replace your heart with a pig heart. The problem with that is people have this insatiable desire to roll around in the mud, like wrestling and stuff.
You know, they have meds for your condition.
What condition?
Never mind. Let's get started, okay?
No, I'm not done. The main reason I'm not going to China is they don't have Western toilets. It's all outhouses with squatty potties, and you have to use corn on the cob to wipe your beep.
They have Western toilets. Our house has Western toilets. Many of the hotels and malls have Western toilets. Many of the restaurants have toilets, Western toilets.
Yeah, but you have to be a part of the Communist Party to use the Western toilets.
You are incorrigible. Every show your comments get more fantastical.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I like to have fantastical comments. That's fantastic.
All right, let's talk about the recent news. Did you hear about the latest drama in the Taiwan Strait?
Oh, yeah. Are you talking about how Chinese commercial fishermen is killing millions of white baby seals and making kung fu boots for the Shaolin monks?
No. What? Are you making this stuff up?
Yes, I am making it up. It's for the greater good and to smear China. And hell, it's a lot of fun to do that kind of stuff. And also, I'm getting paid from the 500 million anti-China campaign that they recently promoted. I'm getting paid some cash. I'm not going to tell you, but I'm getting a lot of money.
You have sunk to a new level of toenail fungus. I'm talking about the drama involving the U.S. ship and the Chinese ship. And then before that, there was the spy plane, the U.S. spy plane flying near China, and one of China's fighter pilots flew in front, causing the U.S. plane to experience turbulence from the wake. Apparently, a U.S. naval ship took a wrong turn in, let's say, Albuquerque, and ended up in the Taiwan Strait. Then China politely reminded the U.S. they were on the wrong side of the planet, so they crossed in front of the U.S. warship by about 150 yards. What was most entertaining was the drama queen response from the U.S. Let's do this. Let's take a look at a few tweets on Tweet Street to get an idea of what other people think about the situation. Here's a quote from S.L. Kanthan. Innocent American warships and fighters traveled 10,000 kilometers to engage in freedom of navigation in the South China Sea or Taiwan Strait, and then complain about Chinese aggression.
I feel so attacked right now. I'm so scared. Mommy!
Okay, real funny with the sound effects, trying to make the U.S. look like a little baby. Let's reason through this. America does live on one of the safest continents. You got 5,000 miles of water on the west side. You got 5,000 miles of water on the east side. You got a third world country to the north and a third world country to the south. There ain't going to be anyone to attack us. I mean, think about it. Just use your common sense. So what we have to do in America is go pick a fight with another country. It all makes perfect sense when you think about it. When you reason, you'll use logic to go through the process.
Canada is not a third world country.
Okay, fourth world, whatever it is. What's important is what happened after the flight. The ship's captain, the co-pilot, and I'm getting choked up here, they are both experiencing PTSD, and they have been admitted to a psych ward with no hope of recovery.
No, they are not. Let's look at the video. Now keep in mind, this is a U.S. spy plane on a mission in the South China Sea. Let's watch the video of the jet fighter incident.
Yeah, look at there. He didn't even put on his blinker. Come on now.
Now, I'll have to admit it wasn't the safest maneuver, but the way I look at it, it's more like a brake check. And how many of us haven't done a brake check on the highway, huh? That's what he did. He did a brake check. He said, "You're getting too close to my country, pal. Get out of here." I don't blame him.
Oh, that's typical Chinese drivers. They cut you off, they don't use their blinker, and then as you're passing them, they won't even look at you to allow you to flip them off and get some level of satisfaction. You know what? I heard the pilot had a full cup of dip spit from his Copenhagen chew, and the turbulence spilt dip spit all over the flight suit, all over the cabin, and made it smell like rotting Copenhagen backwash. Did you know experiencing just that, because it's happened to me in my truck, experiencing something like that is at least 6 months of PTSD counseling?
The point is the U.S. was instigating by flying a spy plane near China. Now, considering everything that's going on, the sensitivity of the situation, it's probably not a good idea to fly in somebody's backyard and try to provoke them. Do you know what I'm saying? Stick your face in someone else's face and they're going to push back. And then you call China the aggressor. Who's the aggressor here?
Now, hold on right there. I'm stopping you right there because you are completely wrong. Look at here now. It's all about the America's rule-based order. We make up the rules, we break the rules, we create new rules. Essentially, we do whatever we want. And if you don't like it, go find another planet to live on, you communist bootlicker.
Like I said, hypocritical. All right, now let's look at the. I can't believe I subject myself to this.
What was that for? Subject yourself to what?
I'm just trying to. I'm a little frustrated.
All right, well, keep going.
Okay, let's look at the ship incident.
Just another example of a Chinese driver. I swear they are the worst. Every time I get on the 405 in California, I can bet you when I get cut off, it's an Asian person. There's probably no requirement in China to get a driver's license. They just buy cars, give them the keys, and send them off. I say, okay, just kill a couple people, you'll figure it out, and you'll learn how to drive good. Apparently, the military does the same thing. Okay, here's your boat key, here's your jet key, no training. Okay, now go harass and destroy America. I'm getting tears in my eyes right now just thinking about the trauma that's caused to our military men, that China's causing to our military men. I probably need to go get some PTSD counseling myself.
Don't you find it odd the American ship happened to have a reporter on board? Like they were wanting to create an event?
Oh, that's common sense. They call them embedded reporters, like an embedded tick or toenail. Extremely annoying, but serve a good purpose to spread American propaganda.
Also, the Chinese ship was reported to be 150 yards when it crossed the bow of the American ship. Now let's look at the video again. Notice the wake on the Chinese ship. It indicated that it was moving fast. And the wake on the American ship was hardly visible, which meant there was little danger. The U.S. ship was probably hardly moving. Was it safe? It was probably what I would call a calculated risk by China. But remember, the U.S. purposely sailed 8,000 miles to get roughly 80 miles off the coast of China, China's doorstep. Let's think about it this way. Let's just flip the scenario. What if China sailed between the U.S. and Cuba, or off the coast of Florida, or off the coast of California, or had spy planes flying within 100 miles of the coast of Virginia? What do you think the U.S. would do?
Hell, I know exactly what we'd do. We'd blow them off the face of the planet just like we did that spy balloon. We'd yell and scream, Monroe Doctrine, how dare ye get close to our territory?
Exactly. Don't you see the hypocrisy?
You have a short memory, son. Listen to me, okay? Looky here, listen here. You forget everyone lives in our world of rules. Our rules-based order. We make, we break, we contort to our advantage. People need to respect and fear us. I have a surprise for you.
Oh, great. What is it?
I have obtained top secret video of the actual boat incident. Not what the media gives you, because we all know the media just makes up stuff, but I actually have real live camera footage of it, and it wasn't just crossing 150 yards in front of the boat. It was collision. They banged into each other. You ready for the real stuff?
Oh, man, I have an idea where this is going. Yeah, roll the video. Let's take a look at it. That's not a military ship. That's a cargo ship. Those are not even military ships.
Oh, oops. Sorry, wrong video. Let me fix that. How about this one?
Seriously? No. Those are oil tankers.
Dang it. How about this one?
Jeez, really? Those are two barges on a lake. You're making up lies using false videos.
How about this one?
That's a guy trying to get an insurance claim. Although it does have a similar parallel to the U.S.'s drama. I wouldn't be surprised if the U.S. Navy doesn't file an insurance claim on the incident against China.
All right, you busted me. No one in the U.S. will know a difference. They're all kind of a little gullible. It's all about the psyops. We must slander and lie about China. We cannot let them be number one. So, we must go to war to defeat the great red dragon. China must fear and respect us.
You know, you're horrible at psyops. It's warmongering people like you inching us closer to World War III. To me, you sound like Congressman Tim Burchett, who tweeted recently, here's the tweet, China no longer fears or respects us. And he's referring to the ship incident. Here's my response. Trans storybook hour, mutilating of children, insanely crooked politicians, uncontrollable inflation, uncontrollable border crisis, wokeism, geriatric president that can't keep himself from falling, American citizens being fleeced by a proxy war in Ukraine. And if I had the room to add this to the tweet, the constant berating that's been happening the past 2 or 3 decades on China. Respect is earned. It seems the U.S. and many Western countries have lost respect from a new multipolar world. Here's a quote for you, unknown source. Respect and trust are the 2 easiest things in life for someone to lose and the hardest things to get back. I continue to pray America will sober up out of its drunken stupor. Can America get back an ounce of respect? Not if we have the same politicians in office. It's now up to the American citizens to do something different than what they've been doing. And what they've been doing is nothing. So doing something is going to be a lot better than doing nothing. Stop waiting for things to get better. Pursue peace. The alternative sucks.